pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please. Here. Here. Here.
Mrs. Howard. Here. Mrs. Malinsky.
Here. Okay, is there any amendments, additions, or corrections to the agenda?
I'd like to remind the board about policy BE for special meetings. No business other than that is stated in the notice of the meeting shall be transacted unless all members are present and agree to consider and transact other business.
Motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bamber.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Dr. Grover.
Aye.
Mrs. Howard. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Thank you for coming to the Swink Board of Education meeting. The Board of Education welcomes and appreciates constructive criticism with a sincere desire to improve the quality of the educational program or to equip the schools to do their tasks more effectively. At no time during any public comment or part of an open meeting can personnel or students be mentioned or discussed due to confidentiality. Individuals are granted 3 minutes to speak. Individuals will be cut off at the end of 3 minutes or when they begin to mention personnel or students. Mrs. Grover.
Also like to remind the board about policy BEDH. Comments at special meetings must be related to what is on the agenda.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right. My name is Chelsea Grover. I have been a member of this community my whole life. I was an alumni of Swink. I've worked in the school as a sub. I worked in the drama program for the last couple years or so. I was an assistant volleyball coach for the last couple years. And I've just been a member of the community and invested in this school, though I don't have children in it right now. I just wanted to bring up a staffing issue, just that you're rehiring people and going over that tonight. So I just wanted to talk about a certain upper level staff member and just really impress upon the board. They really consider whether that person should be allowed to be in on those discussions for the rest of the school year, as they've already resigned and are leaving the school to go to a competing school. I've heard from other staff members, multiple staff members, and I've experienced it myself with this person, that she retaliates with people, and I just feel like if she's going to be here for another month, she doesn't need to be involved with who you're rehiring and how you're going to rehire people, whether these people are academic or otherwise. So I just really want to impress that upon the board. Due to my interactions and conversations with other staff members, I don't believe this person could be objective when they come to recommend any staffing plans for the future of this school. I will be here at the next board meeting to address other things, so I look forward to addressing those. Thank you for your time.
Becca Minor.
Good evening. I am Becca Minor. I have 3 daughters in the Swink School District, and my oldest will be entering 5th grade next year. I would like to address the board with a few questions and concerns regarding 6th grade entering into junior high. I'd like to address the Title IX compliance issue that our school will be faced with in respect for our students in 6th grade moved into junior high and was allowed to participate in junior high sports. In a recent 6th through 11th grade survey, 75 females responded, and of those 75, 42 listed volleyball as the #1 choice for a fall season sport. My concern is that we are adding another grade to the junior high in order to potentially save a predominantly male sport, i.e. junior high football, and not being cognizant to the other sports involved, particularly its fall counterpart, volleyball. I have a few questions for the board that I will be sending so that those can be answered appropriately. My first question is, has the school board researched Title IX compliance in regard to adding 6th grade to junior high athletics and consulted with our Title IX compliance officer? with the board being very clear in the last few sessions that the budget will be drastically cut. This does bring into question what funds will be allocated to appropriate equipment, i.e. jerseys, for the influx of participants, as well as adding a paid coaching position to ensure adequate ratio of availability of experienced coaches for our athletes. With locker rooms being sparse, has the school board discussed the issue of appropriate locker room accommodation in the event that a fall sport has more participants than actual locker room capacity? What is the school's chosen method for demonstrating fulfillment of Title IX compliance using the 3-part test? The second issue of concern with 6th grade becoming part of junior high is the perception that adding the 6th grade to the junior high aids to the loss of innocence on our children. In light of recent events taking place at the high school level, the concern is brought up that if students at a high school level are subject to unprofessional and manipulative conduct by an administrator, what is to say that these inappropriate interactions will not happen with our 6th graders? Does the proximity of 6th graders even closer to the high school create an environment that is conducive to bullying? Our personal example of this is several high schoolers and their negative interactions with our 4th and 2nd graders. The relentless pursuit of excellence in a safe environment, one person at a time, is the school district's mission and should be referenced in structural changes to our grade system, personnel issues, and culture. The board is responsible for providing adequate and direct means for keeping the local citizenry informed about the schools and for keeping itself informed about the wishes of the public. As a parent to 3 daughters in this school system, it is alarming that members of the board have had personal conversations with members of the public.
2 minutes for that.
Thank you for your time.
Carrie White.
Thanks very much. My name is Carrie White. I have 3 kids in the Swink school system. I'm new, have lots of questions. I think I emailed these to Larry earlier in the week, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay. And I just wanted to make sure that my last comments were heard on this. It's more of a general comment on the culture of our school, just because I'm so confident in this board to make decisions that really support our community. So I just want to say, in reference to staffing, both of coaches and teachers, especially administrators, that I'm confident that as an organization whose primary responsibility is the long-term education and well-being of our children, that the Swink School Board of Directors will be able to look past their personal bias and preferences and instead act in the best interest of every student in the community, as is their role as an elected official. I'm sure this board will not hesitate to apologize to any staff or coaches that have been inconvenienced over the last couple of weeks, but I'm also sure that the board will really make sure and take appropriate disciplinary action against any administrator or teacher that is seen as bullying other coaches or teachers with respect to events in the school. I also am very sure that the board will really think about any conflicts of interest that they or any current administrators have when making decisions about staffing decisions. Overall, I just really want to impress upon the board that I'm sure that you will use this situation as a chance to reflect on the choices made both personally and as a group to ensure that any conduct by the board really reflects positively on the values that we want to instill in our children, namely honesty, integrity, and fairness that we can strive to uphold as a community, and I know you have all of our support behind you, so thank you so much for your time.
Item number 5, consent agenda, that'd be 5.1 personnel, 5.1.1 Daniel Austin, custodian resignation, and 5.1.2 Bonnie Grossen, part-time English resignation.
Motion to accept.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Dr. Davis?
Aye.
Dr. Gerber? Mrs. Howell? Mrs. Malinsky?
Aye.
I'd like the record to reflect Jim and Bonnie for everything she's done for the district.
Can you speak
speak up a little bit, please? I didn't hear you.
We'd like the record to reflect that we would like to put a note in there and thank Bonnie for all the time that she spent with the district.
Thank you.
Item 6, new business, critical shortage declaration.
Declaration of critical shortage. That the Swink School District 33 declares a critical shortage in the following areas, positions: teachers, food service cooks, bus drivers, nurses, paraprofessionals, and substitute teachers. These critical shortage retirees will have specific experience, skills, and qualifications that would benefit the district. Critical shortage complies with Colorado Public Employees Association guidelines. This is a declaration we have to do just so we can hire back critical shortage individuals in those positions that are retired under para.
Motion to approve declaration of critical shortage. Do we approve the critical shortage declaration?
Second. Go ahead. It's all right.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bender.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Dr. Grover.
Aye.
Mrs. Howell. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Aye.
Item 6.2, sixth grade becoming part of junior high. We've had a town hall. We had limited participation. We did have some staff attend the town hall. We appreciate everybody showing up. Good. Larry?
In the town hall, there were many pros and some cons that came out of it. The majority of the individuals that were there voted in favor of it. Staff has voiced their opinions, and they're in favor of it as well, to be able to utilize their talents better in various ways, and to save having to eliminate some additional staff. I appreciate the comments we've heard tonight on the Title IX compliance as far as sixth grade, which will tie probably into the next item. It would be my recommendation for sixth grade to move to the junior high, as they will be isolated in their square where I know high school kids. We talked about lunch. They will not sit with them. They will have their own designated tables in different part of the cafeteria.
Anybody?
Yep. Designated restrooms for junior high, high school.
Sorry.
So is your plan still to have them in the inner section?
In that inner square, yes.
Square. So that would be where they move to classroom to classroom.
Mr. Leiter, is junior high 6, 7, 8 then? Is that what it'll be?
That is correct.
What we call that? Middle school, what we call middle school or junior high?
That I'd have to see what the state actually makes us change to, because there's some different designations based on grade levels.
Yeah, we've had a fair amount of discussion about this. I think my concerns are alleviated. I will move to motion for the sixth grade to become part of the junior high.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bender.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Dr. Grover.
Aye.
Mrs. Howell. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Aye.
Item 6.3, sixth grade playing sports have become part of junior high / middle school, whatever the state calls
You look at the meeting.
it.
I would actually like to table this until our May meeting to address some of the concerns that were brought up tonight.
So do you need a motion on that tabling you want, or?
No,
It's not
there's no motion on the floor to table it.
Item 6.4, certified staff moving from probationary to non-probationary.
We have one certified teacher moving from probationary to non-probationary status into this year, into next year. And that would be Tiffany McBrain, so we need a motion to approve that transition from probationary to non-probationary.
Just explain kind of the criteria of how that works.
Sure.
What it means, I guess.
Oh, yeah, probationary, a teacher is in the first 3 years in the district. After the first 2 years, if they've had effective evaluations through the RANDA system all 3 of those years. They get to move to non-probationary status, which allows some more protection from them. There's a process that you have to go through to get rid of those non-probationary teachers under state statute.
Recommendations to,
Yeah, my recommendation is to move her.
yeah, we'll move to certify the staff to move to non-probationary.
Go ahead, Lauren, you're on the gate.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bender.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Dr. Grover.
Aye.
Mrs. Howell. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Aye.
Item 6.5, 2024-2025 certified staff. You all have the list
Here,
here.
have that list, would you like to read down through that?
Please do.
All right. Probationary staff, Stacy Davis, Carla Miller, Hope Baylor, Shelley Simmons, Crystal Kuko, Matt Kruger, Emily Casus, Deborah Havens, Katie Jones, Skylar Jones, and Madison Carter. Critical shortage, Dee Dee Shiplet, Kathy Warner. Non-probationary staff would be Ann Barnhart, Mindy Lassingame, Rochelle Brasmick, David Ritter, Jill Ritter, Ann Savage, Deanna Beerbaum, Alexa Schroeder, Leonardo Snowy, Holly LaRue, Anna Mills, Sharon Moreland, and Jessica.
Question. I guess to this point, evaluations are completed.
They are not fully completed because we don't have our end of the year data as far as the portion, what's the word I'm looking for, Mr. Smith?
And
Assessment
measure
data,
straight on learning.
Because we use our NWEA scores as far as the portion that, based on their assessment data, so we don't have that.
But you're up to date.
So you're just lacking the assessment because they're not.
I think they've got a few more, things to have as well.
All right, thank you.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bender.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Abstain.
Dr. Grover.
Aye.
Mrs. Howell. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Aye.
Item 6.6, the 24-25 classified staff. Notice of assignments.
Janelle Wood, Business Manager, Scott Eckhart, Technology Director, Dina Maintenance Director, Kathy Rivera, Secretary, Vanessa Taggart, Data Clerk and Secretary, Kyle Hart, Custodian, Troy Platt, Custodian, Alex Sandoval, Custodian, Randy Grossen, Part-Time Maintenance, Aaron Torres, Activity and Route Driver, James Brown, Activity and Route Driver, Jana Pearson, Head Cook, Tammy Bryan, Kitchen Help, Stephanie Mendoza, part-time POS food service, and part-time librarian, Carissa Bickle, instructional para, Angie Bureau, thank you, paraprofessional, Kendra Cassandra, paraprofessional, John Savage, Veronica Salivar, paraprofessional, and Lexi Kurtz, paraprofessional.
Board's pleasure.
So moved to approve the classified staff notice of assignments.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bender.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Dr. Grover.
Aye.
Mrs. Howell. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Aye.
Item 6.7, the class of 24 senior trip.
We included their agenda for May 15th. Go to Colorado Springs, Top Golf, and the main event. They will leave about 8 a.m. and they turn on about 6:15. They do have the funds to pay for their trip.
What day did you say that?
May 15th. It's a Wednesday. It's like the day before their last day.
So moved to approve the senior trip agenda.
Does that follow any eligibility requirements?
Still should follow the school trip.
Okay. Second.
That was cool.
Motion and a second. Roll call.
Mr. Bender.
Aye.
Dr. Davis.
Aye.
Dr. Grover. Mrs. Howell. Aye. Mrs. Malinsky.
Aye.
Item 7, discussion items, questions.
Been digging into, we approved the health insurance, I think last meeting or meeting before. Been digging into an option that I might talk to you more about. I don't know if you guys looked at ICRAs at all. ICHRA. But I think what I'm saying, I think it might be something worth investigating a little bit. We're certainly way in advance of it now, but you don't wait until close to the renewal time. You gotta do some legwork on it.
Yeah, just save some information on that.
Yeah.
What's the status? Any more developments on concurrent enrollment? Taro, any more of that discussion?
No, recently, no.
Anybody else? No discussion.